guys, and welcome to another ants video. In today's video, we will be looking at my brand new colony. So as you can see, they are in a little capsule right now. And there is the colony right here. I believe they are Solenopsis species. They could be something else. Also, when I first got them, here is some footage of one of the queens. They have many queens. As you can see, she is pretty clear, but not the best quality. So as you can see here, this is some better footage with an arrow pointing at the queen. So to prepare this setup, we have this container here with a plastic lid and inside. I showed the inside here. And now I'm going to take some scissors and put a hole through, as you can see here. So, all you do is just turn your wrist to get a good sized hole. So we do that. Make sure you make these holes, big enough for, cotton balls or something like that. Because after we fast forward a little bit, the hole is now big enough. And now we're going to put about a half cotton ball in there. And make sure it's tight enough that the ants won't escape and loose enough that they can breathe. And then, finally, we can repeat this step 3 times to get 3 cotton ball holes, as you can see here. So, now we're going to open the lid here. And then, we're going to take this olive oil. You can use another barrier, but I like to look at this. You'll see in a second. And then I'm going to get a little bit of paper towel and rub it across the edges. Now we're done. So I like this as an escape barrier because you can barely see it. And it's okay for the ants. It'll do the job. This is just so when I open it to feed it, I can basically get all escapees, like get rid of all escapees. So now another step is to get a test tube. I'm using a 20mm test tube and put some bottled water in. So here's the bottled water, about 3/4 of the test tube in, and then we're going to put cotton balls in, as you can see here. They are in, and then we will put in the test tube. So the last step now is to just put the ants in. So let's take them out of this capsule and do that. So now that everything is ready, we will take off the lid of the ants. And then there's the lid off, some ants on it, so I put it in. And then we're going to very carefully pour the ants inside. And I believe I counted around 4 queens before. So I think there's about 4 queens in this colony. Next, I'm going to spread the dirt around. And the reason why I'm doing this is so the ants will get a little stressed in their dirt and they can't just stay in there. And that will make them have a higher probability to maybe discover and move into the tube. So now that everything is set, as you can see, there's a queen walking around. And hopefully they discover the tube. A lot of the colony is over here in this general spot. And there is the tube. Hopefully they will discover it soon. I'm also going to just tap the ants out of the lid and take the lid out here. And I also took the remaining ants out of the little capsule that I caught them in. Here is the first worker that decided to venture into the tube. So hopefully she will go back and tell the rest of the colony that there is a better home in the tube. I'm also going to put a little red film over the tube. But now we will wait for them to move in. So I left them overnight and came back the next day to check in on them. And here was their setup the next day. Let's open the tube and see if they have indeed moved in. And as you can see, they have. So this is a lot of the colony. not all of the colony. I noticed some of the colony nesting somewhere else, which is right under this little like piece of wood. But I did give them a half cricket and some sugar water to feed on. And as you can see, they have more queens than I expected. About at least 5 or 6. So let's put the red foam back on. I noticed they were starting to come out because maybe they were stressed. So yeah, they have at least 6 or 7 queens. And I did give them some food, as you can see there. Them enjoying their sugar water and cricket and doing their daily things. So that should be it for today's video. Moving my ants into this test tube after they have been caught. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.